Hey, how's it going, people? Guy on the internet who doesn't like reviews, Elimination Chamber review, and decent show. I mean, look, the main event, we all unfortunately knew who was going to win. We just didn't know how much more predictable it would get and how much they need to make Roman look strong, because that's the motto of WWE. It used to be, you gotta get John Cena over. Now it's, you gotta make Roman look strong, no matter how ridiculous it looks in the grand scheme of things. But let's start off with the Elimination Chamber show. The good Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus the Mr. Rogers. Who the fuck cares? That's my review on it, because I didn't watch it. And really, who the fuck cares? Like, are these two guys, or at least four guys, like, going for the tag team championship in the future? Maybe I guess maybe Gallows and Anderson, but they've already done that, so who cares, really? Then you have the first ever women's elimination chamber match, and I'm really surprised that this didn't like finish out the whole entire show, because that's the whole thing. Women, big moments, big matches, making history. So I would think it would close the show, but you gotta make Roman look strong. First elimination came with Mandy Rose tapping out to the bank statement. Then you had I think it was, what was it? I think it was it Sonya Deville? No, not Sonya Deville. Yeah, Sonya Deville getting pinned by Mickie James after Mickie James like completely went off when she got inside the chamber. She hit like super kicks, hit all her moves. She got on top of the cage, hit that like weird Thesz press thing she does from the top of the cage, pins Deville, and then Mickie James is eliminated by Bayley with a super hug plex or whatever. And after that, no, I think it was just a regular hug plex to Mickie James. And then, what was it? I think Mickie and Bayley got eliminated by Alexa Bliss after Bayley hit a super hug plex on Sasha Banks, and then it was Sasha versus Alexa, and the end of the match was like, oh, what? Like, so Alexa Bliss, she gets knocked down, and Sasha, she like looks at the top of the cage, and I don't know what she's thinking. Frog splash. Okay, that sounds cool, but you looked at her and she's standing up, so frog splash to like a standing person. I know Dean Ambrose does like a standing elbow or whatever, but yeah, it didn't make sense for her to even try to go up for like the Eddie Guerrero frog splash. He tries to climb up, and Alexa just pushes her face first into the glass, and then hits the DDT rope hung from the top, and it's just like, I know they're trying to make Alexa Bliss like a smart, clever heel, but it kind of makes Sasha look stupid. Like, oh, I'm going to put my face directly into some glass, and I know the person is still up. Okay. Alexa Bliss cut a really good promo. She was like getting people heart rate. Oh, you can accomplish your dreams, and then she like turns it on their heads, talking about how they'll never accomplish their dreams. That was kind of funny. Then you have the tag team championships, the Bar versus Titus Worldwide or whatever. I gotta agree with Brad Rules on this. What the fuck is the point of Dana Brooks covering up her cleavage? Like, she's fucking hot. She has a hot accent, hot body, but you're covering it up, and she doesn't really talk. Okay. The Bar wins because fuck Titus O'Neil, I guess. Titus Catering, whatever. And not saying this was a bad match, but come on. The Bar's on a roll. Titus Worldwide. I can see them possibly. I doubt the WWE would extend this to Mania. I can see them doing this at Mania, maybe, but not now. Then you have Asuka versus Nia Jax, and this was really the first time I've ever seen Asuka in trouble in any of her matches. I know they had the match between Asuka and Nia in NXT, but even in that match, Asuka was just like beating the holy shit out of Nia. In this match, Nia had Asuka on her toes, and Asuka escaped by the skin of her teeth with like a reversal from a powerbomb into like a pinfall, a schoolgirl or whatever. And then after the match, Nia Jax completely runs Asuka through the barricade. So I would think the feud between Asuka and Nia is far from over before they get into WrestleMania. So they got 6 weeks, so they'll probably take care of that, and then to get Asuka started on Alexa Bliss. So good match in what it told. It made Nia Jax look a star, like a real powerhouse, instead of Asuka getting in there and just kicking her ass. Which this in a way, this was better than NXT match. This was better, even though I love Asuka just going in there and just kicking the shit out of bitches. Sometimes you have to have that to build up the other person. So it doesn't hurt Asuka. It builds with Asuka, saying, she's kind of vulnerable. Some things can happen, and it made Nia Jax look stronger as well. Then you have Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt. Who the fuck cares? I told you guys. I told you motherfuckers. As soon as Matt Hardy comes into WWE, they're going to ruin his broken gimmick. Oh no, he needs to go to WWE for the production value. They have more money. TNA sucks. Well, you got your wish. Woken Matt Hardy is crap. Thanks a lot, IWC. Thanks a lot for ruining one of the best characters in wrestling in a while. And Bray Wyatt, do we have to talk about how Bray Wyatt has fallen down shit hill? Not once, not twice, not third, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, not... We keep going. Bray Wyatt sucks. Now, I love his t-shirt, though. That little octopus shirt, cracking shirt. That's cool as shit. He sucks, though. Oh, yeah. Matt Hardy won. Just in case somebody gave a fuck, which they don't. Ronda Rousey signed her Raw contract right before he signs. It was something about Kurt Angle saying that, Ronda, Stephanie McMahon says she can take you because you're a washed up has-been. True. Yeah, Ronda Rousey is a washed up has-been. Anyway. Yeah, so I guess they're setting up Stephanie versus Ronda at WrestleMania. She puts Triple H through a table because it's good for business. Yeah. Then you have, the main event. Elimination Chamber. Cena, Miz, Elias. Who wants to walk with Elias? Seth Rollins, Finn Balor. Elimination went ass. As soon as Braun Strowman came in the ring, he wrecked shit. First, Miz went out. Then Elias. I think then John Cena next? No. Oh yeah, before then, you had Reigns, Cena, Seth, Finn team up against Braun Strowman. They like pound the shit out of him. Double shield powerbomb. They hit all their finishers, and then Braun Strowman still kicks out of everything. And then he eliminates John Cena. Then he eliminates Finn Balor. After Finn Balor did a pretty decent performance against Braun, where it kind of like Hulk spot. He was gonna defeat Braun Strowman, but Braun Strowman got the best and eliminated Finn Balor. Then Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins got eliminated. Then it was down to Braun, Roman, and WWE could have surprised. Even that, even if Braun would have won, it still would have been another Braun versus Lesnar, where Lesnar possibly could have won, or Braun. I hate to say it, I really do. I think Finn Balor winning would have been a better story for this match because you would have Finn Balor first time ever versus Brock Lesnar. Finn never lost his title, and then you have Brock holding the title. He's the monster. He's bigger, and it would be a good, I would say, redemption story or a David versus Goliath story. Roman Reigns winning, it's just, I mean, what is that? All right, I'm not saying Roman Reigns is a bad wrestler. It's just I've seen how many times do you have to see Brock versus Roman, and then like what's the point? Roman wins the title, he loses to the Money in the Bank winner, or, or Brock gets it back and has like a title hiatus, or like he's not there. What is the point of this rotation of Roman Lesnar? Roman Lesnar, Roman Lesnar, Roman Lesnar. God damn, give somebody else a chance to be the star. Like I would even have loved to see the Miz. They could have a story where the Miz won by trickery, and then he beat Lesnar by fucking trickery, by some Weasley way. Like seeing us, what? Why? Why would you even? But they have to make Roman look strong. Fuck anything else. Fuck everybody else. And they're probably going to set up Miz versus Braun so Braun can win the IC title and pretty much on the work that Miz has done with the IC title just because, they do that and they don't give a fuck with the IC title. I mean, just look what they did with Miz versus Roman. You got to make him a Grand Slam champion. Make him look strong. And then drop the belt 2 weeks later for who gives a fuck reason. Fuck credibility. Cena versus Undertaker. People are talking about that shit. What's the point, man? Like, Undertaker coming back. I respect Undertaker and shit, but I don't know who really gives a fuck about the Undertaker coming back at this point. Oh, it's the showcase of the Phenom versus the Big Bad John. Who gives a fuck? Really? The Undertaker is so irrelevant right now. Like, he's still a legend, but at this point in time, you're basically taking a spot away from a younger guy just to have one fucking match that kind of sucks. Like, let's be honest. The last 3 to 4 Taker matches have been completely ass shit, bloody. Like, they shouldn't be on the WrestleMania. Just horrible. And I think that's pretty much it. I mean, like I said, decent show, but just horrible. And the WWE, I know they are on the internet. I know they like read blogs, Twitter. They could have just thrown an epic curveball, but instead, make Roman look strong. And I'm gone, bro. Like, I might do a Monday Night Raw review, or I just might. I don't know. It all depends. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'll catch you guys later.